Hello dear students, I hope you are doing good. I would like to welcome to my channel CAT Experts and let's get ready for Daily Dose series session number 4. And in today's class we will discuss the concept of factors. So let's start our discussion with the definition of factors and two questions on it. So this is the first question that is there on your screen. So before I proceed, I would like to give you some information about what is factor. This question is asking about the odd factors. So what do you mean by odd factors, even factors? There are other kind of factors that might be asked in the question to find out, right? So it is very important to understand the basic theory of factors, and then we will try to see how to apply that basic theory to more difficult level of questions, right? So let's see the theory first. Now, as I told you, there is some proper theory related to this simple word, which is factor. So our discussion will be on this. Let me give you a number 9,000. Can you tell me the total number of factors of this number 9,000? Seems to be a difficult one. Now, what is factor? All those numbers which will divide the given number are known as its factors. For example, 9,000 is divisible by 1, divisible by 2, divisible by 3, divisible by 4, and so many numbers. So to count it manually will be a very difficult task. So there has to be some theory involved in it, right guys? So I will tell you how to find out the factor of any given number with the proper approach, right? So let's see the approach. The first step is going to be to expand the given number into its prime factors, right? I will write the first step for you. Express the given number n in prime factors. Prime factors, number like 2, 3, 5, 7. All these are prime numbers. Simply because these numbers are either divisible by 1 or itself, they are called as prime numbers. So 9,000 itself is not a prime number, because except 1 and 9,000, it is divisible by so many other numbers. So the step number 1, express the given number into its prime factors. Let me do it. I can write this number as 9 into 1000. 9 is not prime, but I can write 9 as 3 square. Right? Now 3 becomes a prime number. So further factorization is not possible. I can write 1000 as 10 cube. So this will become 3 square into 5 cube into 2 cube. Perfectly fine. The final factorization of number 9,000 I can return in a proper way as 2 cube into 3 square into 5 cube. Absolutely no problem. Now, since 9,000 factorization contains 3 prime numbers, 2, 3, and 5. So this is for sure what? Number will either be divisible by 2 or multiple of 2, because I can see there are 3 prime numbers 2, 3, and 5 in the factorization of 9,000. So I'm very much sure there will not be any number which is multiple of 7, because 9,000 factorization do not have any 7. So 9,000, the numbers which will divide 9,000 must be either multiple of 2 or multiple of 3 or multiple of 5 or combination of this. Let's see how. I have 2 maximum 3 times. What if I take 2 raised to power 0? 2 raised to power 0, 1 will divide 9,000, right? Can I take 2 raised to power 1? Yes, I can, because 2 raised to power 1, 2 also divides 9,000. 2 square is 4, again divides 9,000. That's great. Can I take 2 cube 8? Yes, I can. And we know the divisibility test of it. The last three numbers should be divisible by 8. In our case, it is divisible by 3. If I take 2 raised to power 4, 16, I cannot take. Simply because in the expansion of 9,000, maximum power of 2 is 3. How can 2 power 4 divide 9,000? It is next to impossible. So, in how many ways I can select the number 2? It is very much clear from this screen. There are 1, 2, 3 and 4 ways of selection of number 2. I hope this is very well understood to you. Now, let's focus on the number 3. 3 maximum power is 2. So I have the liberty. I can take 3 raised to power 0 means 1. Divide the number 9,000. Perfect. Can I take 3 raised to power 1? Yes, I can, because 3 also divides 9,000. Can I take 3 square? 3 square 9. Obviously, it divides 9,000. So there are 3 ways of selection of number 3. Getting easier for us, guys. Let me write the proper power selection for 5. Can I take 5 raised to power 0? Yes, 1 divides 9,000. 5 raised to power 1, 5 divides 9,000. 5 squared, 25. Yes, it divides 9,000. And I can take 5 cube, 125. You can check, or you can rather you can cross check whether all these numbers divides individually 9,000 or not. Yes, they will surely divide. So, what are the total ways of selecting number 5? Again, 4. So, I should say, now second number step is going to be how to find the number of factors. First step is to express the given number its prime factorization. The second step, you have to find out the number of ways of expressing each prime number or writing each prime number. In our case, 2 can be expressed in 4 ways, 3 can be expressed in 3 ways, 5 can be expressed in 4 ways. Now, if you multiply, because everything is important, either one of them will be selected or all of them will be selected. That's why simply multiply this and I can see 4 3s are 12, 12 4s are 48 factors will be there which will divide the given number 9,000. Now let me give you a shortcut if you want to remember, right? Just see. The power of 2 in our factorization was 3. And what were the total ways of selecting a number 2? Plus 1, that is 4. Interesting. Power was 2. The total ways of selecting number was 3. Power was 3. The total ways of selecting prime number 5 was again plus 1, that is 4. So can I generalize it, guys? Let's see how to generalize it. Right? If the number is given as 2 raised to power 7 into 3 raised to power 9 into 5 raised to power 11 into, let's say, 11 raised to power 2. This is the prime factorization already given to you. And I want to find out the total number of factors. Now, actually, there is no need to write this step every time. Now, since I know the shortcut, what should I do? I will increase the power of all prime numbers by 1. So 7 will become 8. 9 plus 1 will give me 10. 11 plus 1 will become 12. And 2 plus 1 will become 3. The multiplication of this will give me the total number of factors. I hope this is clear to you. So till now we have discussed if any number is given to you, how to find out the total number of factors. Remember student, I could have given you the only shortcut. That means express the given number into its prime factorization. Increase all powers by 1. Simply multiply to get the factors. But this will not give you the answer in all the possible cases. That's why it is suggested to memorize this technique so that if there is variation in the question, you should not get confused and get the answer very easy. So let's see. Let's get back to our basic thing and apply this particular theory to all those questions. Right? Ready? So this was our question number 1. What is asked? Try to understand the question. Interesting. In question, we are asked to find odd factors. I have told you how to find out the total number of factors. Right, guys? So let me find out the total number of factors first. The given number n is 2 square into 3 cube into 5 raised to power 4. The ways of selecting a number 2, let me write them for you. 2 raised to power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. For 3, 3 raised to power 0, 3 raised to power 1, 3 power 2 and 3 power 3. Similarly for 5, it will become 5 raised to power 0, 5 raised to power 1, 5 raised to power 2, 5 raised to power 3 and 5 raised to power 4. So total ways of selecting a number 2, 3. You can see 1 more than the power. Total ways 4. More 1 than the power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ways of selecting a prime number 5. Again 1 more than the power. So my answer is going to be 5 4s are 23s are 60 factors will be there for the given number n. But question is asking the total number of factors. Now how to do it? Right? Just focus on this now. These are the different ways of selecting number. Now, for any number to be an even number, it should contain either 2 or multiple of 2. Why I am saying this? Let's try to select this number and this number. Will that number be an even number? Definitely not. You can check. 5 square 25 3s are 75. It cannot become even number because it do not contain an even number. Right? So I can make a rule. If I want to find out the even number of factors, my selection should consist of either 2 or multiple of 2. Right? So there is no role of 3 or 5 to make any number even. Who will play major important role? 2. So I should say now, since there are 3 ways of selecting a number 2, but if I select 2 raised to power 0, then it will not give me an even number. So in my selection now, I can say 2 raised to power 0 should not get selected. Because if 2 raised to power 0 gets selected, number cannot become even. Just check. This, and this. 75 into 1. It cannot become an even number. Consider any combination from 3 and 5. And with 2 raised to power 0, it is next to impossible to generate an even number. So for even number, my selection should consist 2 raised to power 1 or 2 raised to power 2. So now there are 2 ways of selecting a number 2. There is no limitation on selecting a number 3. So 4 ways of selecting a number 3, and there are 5 ways of selecting a number 5. Right? So 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. But now change is that when you are asked to find the even number of factors, what you should do? Keep this power of 2 as it is. So out of these 60 factors, what I can say, the total number of even factors are 5 4s are 20, 22s are 40. So it is obvious now. Out of 60, 40 factors are even. So what should be the remaining factors? They has to be odd. I can say out of 60, 40 factors are even and 20 factors are odd. So answer for this question is going to be 20. Very nice question, guys. So till now we have discussed about how to find out the total number of factors, how to find out the even number of factors, and from total, if you subtract even number of factors, you can get the odd number of factors. Very interesting. Let's move to the next question on the same discussion. Let me erase this for you. You can start solve this question now. What is asked now? Just try to understand. For the number n, number is given, so we don't want to check. I mean, I can easily skip that step. Which step? Factorization step, right? Because the number is already given in the factorization form. Total number of perfect square factors. Very interesting. Let me give you one number. N1, 2 raised to power 6 into 5 raised to power 4 into 7 raised to power 3. My question is this number a perfect square number? Seems to be interesting. Simply by looking, can I say this number is perfect number or not? Yes, it is possible. How? If I need to find out whether this is perfect square number or not, I will take the square root of this number. And let's see what will happen. 2 raised to power 6, after taking out of square root, this will become 2 cube. 5 raised to power 4 will become 5 raised to power 2. And out of 7 cube, if I express it as 7 square into 7, so 7 square will become 7 and I will be left with 1 7 in the root. So this number cannot become a perfect square number simply because the power of 7 is odd. Rule for you. For any number to be a perfect square number, all the powers of prime numbers should be even. Right, guys? If any power of any prime number is not even, it cannot be a perfect square number. So this is the new learning for you. Now let's apply this particular concept for our question. They are asking you the total number of perfect square factors, right? So let me write the number 2 raised to power n into 3 raised to power 5 into 5 raised to power 10 into 7 raised to power 0. Let me use our basic theory. Now, since I told you for any number to be a perfect square number, the power has to be what? An even number. So, what are the total ways of selecting a number 2? First way is 2 raised to power 0 because 0 is an even number. 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 6. You can see all the powers are even. So total ways of selecting a number 2 are 2 power 0, 2 power 2, 2 raised to power 4 and 2 power 6. What about 3? 3 power 0, 3 power 2, 3 power 4. That's it. What about 5 raised to power 10? 5 raised to power 0, 5 power 2, 5 power 4, 5 power 6, 5 power 8, 5 power 10. And what about 7, guys? 7 raised to power 0 and 7 raised to power 2. So just write the total ways of selecting each of the prime number. Total ways of selection 4, total ways of selection 3, total ways of selection 6, total ways of selection 2, and multiply them. Answer is going to be 12 into 12, which is 144. Right, guys? So total number of factors of this given number is going to be 144. So let me sum up today's session. Today we have discussed how to find out the total number of factors. Thereafter, how to find out even factors and odd factors. And lastly, the total number of perfect square factors. We will continue this discussion in tomorrow's daily dose, session number 5. So do not miss that session. So this is everything for today's session. Thank you very much for watching this video. Get subscribe on this particular CAT Expert channel so that you will get the link for updated videos. Link is also given in the description box. Join the Telegram channel also. Thank you very much.